So in this video, I'm going to be raising this $20 to 4,700 using the market structure and the trend lines as well as the Bollinger Bands. I'm going to be trading first, and then afterwards I'm going to show you how to identify those trades and get a sharp entry as well as to sustain a floating loss. So do pay attention in this video. So we are in volatility 151S index on the 4-hour time frame. So I'm going to be trading that using this $20 account. So I'm going to show you the reason for my buy entry here. So the first thing you do when you're about to end a trade is to draw your trend lines. You need to first draw your trend lines. In my experience, drawing trend lines, it will help you to analyze the market pattern so that you can see where your trade is going. Right now it seems like an uptrend, right? Because we have a bullish trend here. So what happened is that there was a break of structure here to the left. The price was resisting to break that, and it finally did. When it did, it then came back with a retest in the 4-hour time frame there. And the thing I like about the 4-hour time frame or the higher time frames is that they are very powerful, and price usually respects them. Unlike the 1-minute time frame, price does not respect the 1-hour time frame, 1 minute, sorry. So here there was a pullback, right? Which means there's going to be buying power. So that is why I decided to get in the trade. Now I have a floating loss of $6, but it's okay. We'll get in profit like here, just like that. So you're gonna be need to get a sharp entry so that your account does not blow. To be safe, I urge you to put only one position. Don't try to follow me here. I'm not urging everybody to go full margin on their accounts. I urge you to go as slow as possible because trading takes time. Okay, so I like to trade retests. I'm sure I've showed you in my other videos. I like the retest. I don't like to stay in the trades for too much. When I get profit, I like to close so that I can build the account, so that the account can accumulate more trading lots. Okay, so this is after a lot of minutes, hours I might add. So each position has managed to secure me $13, and it has gone up to break the trend line, which means after breaking the trend line there's going to be a retest. So when that does happen, I usually exit the trade. So this is volatility 151S. I close from $20 to 454. It seems like it's impossible, but it's very possible. Yes, it's very possible with leverage 1S to 1,500. It's very possible. Even 1S to 1,000, that can still do. That can still do because it accumulates a lot of lots. Volatility 151S. You might want to try. So in the daily time frame, it has finally broken the trend line here, but the way when it does that, it usually comes back. So you don't want to be found in the trade during this time. So what I was saying is that when it made a breakout in the trend line there, and then it made a pullback, that was my go ahead to keep going in the trade, and it made me sure that the trade was going to go up. So this is another trade. This is volatility 101S on the 4-hour time frame. Again, I'm going to be using the Bollingers. I started trading without the Bollinger to show you that you can still get profit without the Bollingers, but you can use the Bollingers to make your work even more easier. The first thing you need to do is to draw trend lines. You need to bear that in mind. If you want to be a good trader, you need to first draw trend lines. Don't rely on the indicators. Draw trend lines first, then you identify the side of the market, and then you see if there's a break of structure or if there's a break of trend line. In this case, there was a break of trend line, and when there's a break of trend line, you know what usually happens. This was a bullish breakout because it broke going up. When there's a breakout of a trend line, which means a pullback follows, especially if you are dealing with a higher time frame, a pullback always follows. But if you're dealing with a low time frame, the pullback might not come, such as the 1 minute and the 5 minutes. The pullback might not come. In some times it comes, but not always all the time. But with the higher time frame, it does come. So the Bollinger Bands will be a go ahead because it has touched the top Bollinger Band, meaning it's about to go down with a retest. So as for me, I want to trade that retest, okay, that pullback. So that is the trade which I'm about to use. So I'm going to put my sell orders here in my $400 account. I'm going to use full margin because I'm sure, and since I've traded before, I know that when there's a break of trend line, there's going to be a pullback, and the Bollinger Band is going to make sure that pullback happens because the top Bollinger Band indicates that price is about to go down. If you use the Bollinger Bands on its own without the trend line, trust me, you are going to fail. You are going to fail, because if it was that accurate, then the owner would have just used those Bollinger Bands. So you need to use them in accordance with the market structure for them to work. Okay, I hope you're enjoying my video. So as you can see, this was a sharp entry, the sharpest as possible, okay, on $900 profit, and I will close the profit because now I have finished the retest which I was trading retest, and that's how we do most of my trades. They are only retests, but I'm sure you can trade what you would like. Don't worry, don't try to copy me. I only like to trade retests because I'm very good at those. This is another trade where in volatility 75 1S on the 30 minutes time frame. So first I decided to draw my trend line, and I can see something of a triangle, right? I'm sure you can see a flag. It's sort of a flag, right? A triangular flag. So the next thing you'd know when you see a pattern like this is that it's going to go up, right? In some scenario, it usually goes down to take the stop losses of the early buyers. It usually does that. So you need to be very careful. You need to use very small lots when you see such a trade like this. Yes, you're accurate because it will go up at the end, but you need to be accurate here. You need to be accurate. So here now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my buy positions. I have no worries because my account is big, right? I've managed to put it 1000, so it's okay. I can put as many positions as possible as I can put. But as for you from your side, don't try to copy me here. Just put the regular position, the smallest one. You can put one. The TP nowadays can even show you the amount of profit you can have. You don't need to calculate using pips, so you can just see and be content with that. So I managed to put the order blocks here so that I know that even if it managed to go with a floating loss, I will not suffer that much. Okay, so as a trader, before you execute your position, you need to know your loss first before you know your profit. Okay, you need to trade basing on the loss first before the profit. Okay, so I put one position with $1. It seems okay, but I'm going to increase my positions so that I get the maximum profit I can get. So volatility 75 1S, it seems a bit fast. Am I dead? But I'm going to be increasing more lots. I'm going to go full margin. I haven't traded boom and crash in a while, so do comment if you like boom and crash. Okay, let's do this. Just comment if you like currencies, or if you like volatilities, or if you like boom and crash. Just comment the pair so that I can see which one is the most votes, and then I'll do a video next on that. So we have three types here: the volatility, or the currencies, or boom and crash. So just comment the pair you like so that I can base using that, the one with the most comments. Then I'll do a video on that. That will be the video I'll be doing next. Okay, in the next 5 days I'll be doing a video on that. So here, if you notice a flag pattern like this with the triangle, just know it's going to go up, but it first like to go for the stop loss of the early buyers. So bear that in mind. You might need to calculate your floating loss first, but definitely the trade will go up. So if you want to make profit in trading, you need to use a very small lot by calculating the floating loss first. That when it goes to hit the early buyers or the early sellers, what will happen to your trade? So that's what happens most. As you know me, I like to trade retests. I usually no longer wait for the breakout because I use the market structure to tell me what I should do. So when I get profit like this, I usually close. I don't like to prove to people that I know how to trade. I just close, get the profit, find another trade, and again with a bigger lot because the account would have accumulated. It's just as simple as that. Okay, so for those who are asking why Deriv no longer accepts their their orders using cents, like 3 cents, 4 cents. As of 1 November, they have updated his policy, so you can no longer do that. But if you deposit $1, yes, it still does, it can still work. I'm going to be doing a video for you on that. Those videos are very long because raising a very small account needs very hard work, very hard work. We have to concentrate on how to sharp entry. Unlike this account, I can trade basing on floating loss, because I know I'll be okay when floating loss comes. The account can hold, can withstand, but cents will not withstand, so you need to be very careful. That is why it's very boring to trade cents account. Unlike a 1000 or a 2000 or a 5000, it's very fast to raise those kind of accounts. But I'm going to be raising $1 for you guys so that you can see that it still works in volatility 75.1s, so that you can still have your hopes up that you can still use those kind. If you blow your account, you can use $1 to bring your account back. So here I decided to re-end up because the profit level wasn't reached, so I exited to get back with a bigger lot so that I can get as much profit as possible from this trade. So I usually use the top-down analysis or the down up. I don't know which F1. They all work. You need to check the trade from all angles and all sides. Okay, so I'll close now. So we are in 4.7, like I said. It has reached my target. It did not even go down to the stop loss. It did not even go down. So there, that was where my stop loss was, but it did not go there. I don't use stop losses. November's are for no stop losses. So like I said in my last video, I joined the no stop loss gang. It's either be a man or suffer, haha. But I'm not encouraging you. Please do use your stop losses and take profits. As for me, I like to do it manually and it's more fun. I don't like these automatic things do everything for me. I like to do all the work myself. So I urge you, if you want to, then use them. They are good. But as for me, I'm in no stop loss gang. If you're in no stop loss gang, please comment so that I know that I'm not alone. Please do throw a comment. I need to know that I'm not alone in this gang.